Obviously, you have the same position coach, but does Tim Lester does that change anything you guys do, or technique-wise, or anything like that?
I mean, there's a few different things technique-wise that he wants us doing, but ultimately, like the scheme and stuff that we're running just kind of stay the same. It's just more with the wide receivers and stuff.
Is there, like, technique-wise, anything like you can share that he has?
I mean, it's just little things like how we get the blocks and stuff like that sometimes. Nothing too big. I mean,
so none of the new motions, that's not affecting you. You're
yeah. I'm not going in motion anytime soon.
How does that like make you have to be more disciplined though when there is a lot of like pre-snap stuff and making sure you guys don't jump or anything?
I mean, it's just the cadence really. We got that down all spring, so we have a lot of reps under our belt with the new cadences and stuff. So as long as we're dialed in that aspect, I think no false starts will happen.
So we all know that, full-on practices aren't happening right now, but you guys are getting in individual work and stuff like that too. Have you been able to see Cade throw or do anything at all like that yet?
Yeah, he helps out. I mean, he's taking snaps. Sure. He's moving around good.
So he's looking good, looking healthy?
Yeah.
What's the importance of this section of time for you guys this month and conditioning up into July? What's the importance of this?
This is our edge. This is where we're not known to be out there and beat teams by 40, 50 points. Like this is our edge. It's doing the little things right and beating people that way.
So that's kind of the focus now of this section of the year. And how do you impart that on the new guys that just got here?
Well, it's a lead by example thing. New guys, they're really they have two things to do: is show up and do it right, or do it the best they can. So they don't have too much on their plate just yet.
Who taught you? Who took you under their wing?
Everybody. I mean, I didn't do much my first year. Kind of just watched and observed, and then as I grew older, kind of find your group, find a couple guys that'll lead you down the right path.
What have you seen from Deontay kind of this spring and now into the summer with conditioning?
I'm in a different lift group than Deontay, so I don't really see much. So.
But they'll be here, and it's good because I'm not going to be here next year, so he gets to experience it without me. And Barnes is trying to get me to host him. I said I'm not going to be here, and even if I was, I wouldn't host him. So.
What are your goals for the summer?
Get faster, get in better shape. Yeah, those two things.
Any PRs you're chasing, weight room?
Not really. I think ours it's on a little bit of a steady slope, I'd say, for a lot of the older guys. Like other than the conditioning stuff, the younger guys are still in their younger years of year 1, year 2. But once you get to be on a team card or an advanced card, you're not really pushing PRs in the weight room specifically. But the conditioning stuff, I just want to be leading the pack. Trying to stay up with guys like Logan Jones and Herkett right now. I think they're up there. So, just staying up with those guys is the most important thing.
Goals are to really, the summer is about getting ready for the season. So I think, that's where we're at right now physically, but also mentally. I mean, obviously, with being in a new offense, just making sure that we have, our stuff down so that once it comes to camp, we're not trying to learn stuff, but we're already on top of it, and we're just kind of improving to get to the point where we're ready to play, week 1, I guess, week 0.
I don't know if a lot of O-linemen get past this, but did you opt into college football 25?
I did, yeah.
What is that like? You're going to be in a video game. How old were you the last time you went out?
I was 14 last time.
Did you play it last time?
Yeah, I did.
So what's it like that?
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. Just to be able to say that you're in a game like that, and especially for how important it is for the college football culture. I think it's really cool for sure.
Is that are people talking about that and the weight room and conditioning? Like, is this a thing we're counting down days to?
Here and there. I mean, obviously, I would say, maybe there's other people that are probably a little more excited. But I think it's a cool thing for sure to be able to, because you used to have to enter your own stuff in. So now that that's just there, that's what you're looking for.
Taking advantage of every opportunity that I get, because I know in this game you only have so many. So I'm blessed to have another year to come back to try to capitalize on those opportunities and make the best for my team. So we could be the best we can be.
I'm sure you're hoping to increase your draft stock too.
Oh,
What do you want to show this year?
You say consistency over time, more plays on the ball, tackles, doing everything. At the end of the day, it all comes down to just playing tough, smart, physical football. And if I focus on that, then everything will take care of itself.
As a sixth-year guy, do you feel like the old guy in the room, or?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I got called an uncle a couple times. Like I said, I remember when I was calling guys uncle. I remember when OJ was here. I'm like, oh, old man. I'm getting called the old man. It's like, and I'm actually the oldest DB I think Coach Parker has ever coached. So it's nice to have that as on my belt.
Is there anybody in particular that's especially calling you uncle?
Kamari Moulton. All the younger guys. Khalil Tate, it's his birthday today, so happy birthday, Khalil. Amari Bickham, Nestor, all the young guys. Kids say what they want to say now.
Any fellow defensive lineman that you've seen really take a step up, whether it's in terms of consistency, work ethic, whatever, anybody that's really caught your eye?
That's a good question. I'd say really all the young guys. I want to just point out a specific one, really, but all the DNs I've been really impressed with. The D tackles as well. Just they don't seem like young guys to me, really. They seem like they're totally bought in and they're mature for their years, I'd say.
Mason mentioned that it was hard to, keep up with his conditioning while everybody's home, like back in May, because you guys aren't with each other and like running with each other and all that. Was that difficult for you too, or is that more like a player by player?
It's probably a player by player thing. I don't know if it was hard to keep up with as much as just you gotta have that discipline yourself versus here it's kind of taken care of for you, like you're gonna complete the workout. So yeah, it's a little bit more on you, I'd say.
Not too bad.
Have you been catching balls from Cade yet?
Yep. We've been able to, after workouts and stuff, we've had a little bit of free time to be able to catch some balls and stuff. So.
How's he looking? 100%?
Yeah, he's looking great.
Moving around a little bit?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, cool.
So, how's kind of the adjustment of kind of starting fresh again in an off-season mentally, just learning a new playbook?
Yeah, it's different. I definitely feel after spring ball, I feel a lot better now. More confident with the playbook and everything. But yeah, it feels good to be able to go out there and just start fresh. So.
Last year you were kind of an up-and-coming guy. People were starting to get to know your name, obviously, and then had a pretty productive fall. Do you feel maybe more responsibility going into this coming year?
Yeah, I feel a little bit more like a vet in the room now. I'm like one of the older guys now, and now that the freshmen are here, it feels weird that I'm actually one of the older guys. So, but yeah, I don't feel too much pressure. So.
How good of a feeling is that to just be the vet?
It's a good feeling. It's different because I was just so used to being with the younger guys and everything, but it's cool to be able to share my knowledge with the younger guys and help them as much as I can.
So far, the summer has been good. It's been exciting, that's for sure. Just a lot of the skills and drills and stuff that we've been doing. Being able to just kind of map out our plays and go through the installs and clean everything up. Because we've been through it, like I said, in the spring and things like that. Just kind of learning the whole concepts and everything like that. But just taking the installs and dumbing them down and just working on the things that we need to work on. But for myself personally, just over the summer, just being out of town and everything like that, working on my own. Probably my biggest thing was just eliminating wasted movements, just being more of an effective receiver. Just getting down the field and being effective. That's all.
Can you explain that a little bit? The wasted movement? Is it something you saw on film?
Yeah, definitely. Film shows it a whole lot. Just being right there when you need it for the quarterback. That's pretty much just the most simple way to say it. Just being there when I'm needed for the quarterback. That's all.
How much more comfortable are you now than last year? You got here kind of late last year. And
a whole lot more comfortable, that's for sure. Especially even with the playbook. It's a good playbook, just being a pro-style kind of playbook, everything being tagged and everything like that. So it's pretty simple. Just make the play, that's pretty much it. I like the scheme, that's for sure.
We have what we call a game simulator, so it's just conditioning. Everyone's out there, the entire team. It's broken into like skill positions, semi-players in the line, and we'll call it a position room. We'll go out there, run our reps, and then basically you can range anywhere from 6 to 2 reps. So if you get a 6, you'll go 6 reps in a row, and then he can just like keep you out there and just keep going, but like you don't really know what to expect.
And so what's one rep, like a gameplay rep, or an exercise rep, or like what would be the rep in that situation?
That'd be just a conditioning rep.
Oh, okay.
Like a 55. Yeah. They can go longer, right?
Well, the farthest we go is a 55, a 6-year cut 85, so it really just ranges from there.
Are you guys doing 7-on-7s at all?
Yeah, we've done a little. We have one tomorrow, just every Wednesday so far we've had one.
How's that going?
That's been pretty good. Getting some young guys going. The freshmen that just came in, just getting them adapted to the defense especially too, so it's been helpful for them for sure.
How do the quarterbacks look?
It looks good. They're out there throwing balls, making plays, so it's exciting, very competitive out there.
Does Cade look like Cade?
Yeah, he does. He looks good.
Talking a lot, probably?
Always.
So I watch a lot of like First Take and like the sport talk shows because while we're working out, that's when they air, and I just like to watch them. It kills a couple hours, so it's fun.
Are you watching for the NBA hot takes today?
Oh yeah, I mean I was tuned in. Stephen A had a lot to say. He normally does, but it's normally good information. My man Shannon Sharp wasn't on there though this morning, so I was kind of surprised, but still good stuff. So.
Is that something you want to do?
I mean, it's interesting to me for sure. I feel like I have a good background of basketball. I mean, I'm sure you guys see my Twitter. I like to talk about it a lot my free time. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens after my ball days are over.
What did you do in the spring? You were a job shadower?
In the spring?
Yeah, I mean during basketball season. Is that right?
I haven't had any like internships with basketball. I mean, I've been playing basketball ever since I started playing football. So like 3 or 4 years old, honestly. And basketball is my first love. I think you ask a lot of people, they'll tell you the same thing. So it's still right up there with my favorite sports to watch along with football. Sometimes I dabble with baseball, but more so when it gets like postseason.
What happened? I didn't get tackled, truthfully. It was just me running, so it was just a sprain.
Like that? Was it sprain?
Yeah, that's it.
What have you seen from the two freshmen that came in, and being that you're on the sideline a little bit, have you put time into kind of getting them acclimated?
You talking about Xavier and Brevin?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen too much because we're not really doing like crazy stuff. But for their size and stuff, I mean, Brevin look athletic, Xavier look big. I'm pretty sure I see their study habits and stuff right now, so I'm pretty sure they catch on with everything fast. But besides like field wise, I really can't tell you much to put on pads and stuff.
What are the challenges when you first get here as a true freshman?
Really just, I'd probably say the playbook mainly, but they seem like two smart dudes, but I'd probably say the playbook, being consistent with the scheduling, just being remembering that you got stuff to do throughout the day and your schoolwork, so that's probably the most challenging thing.
Like interviews?
I was on Warzone as I got the text message like when you say you're gonna show up, I'm on Warzone like, oh snaps, I got interview. So that's exactly what happened. Yeah, speed up.
What's Coach Bett's message to you guys this summer?
Really just just keep working, and this year this should be the year that we all should elevate our game and help the offense.